Welcome. My name is Howard Milano. I'm going to show you how to do a cam and follower implementation in FreeCAD. I looked around on the web and I couldn't really find other tutorials that show how to do this. The idea is something like this. So you have a cam, it's half ellipse, half circle, and a rod. And let's turn it on, and that's your basic cam and follower implementation. So it follows the circle part, now it follows the ellipse part. Okay, let's see how we implement this in FreeCAD. So let's look at this. So the crucial item to figure out is the distance from the rod to the center here, which changes on the ellipse. For the circle part is really easy, it's always the radius of the circle. With the ellipse, how do you get that distance? Okay, I'll show you. So there's a lot of websites that talk about this, and a lot of them are doing it wrong, and they say things that are totally wrong and false. And this website happens to talk the truth about it, and it comes up with this distance formula between the tip of the rod and the center of the ellipse, and really the cam. So A is the large axis of the ellipse and B is the small axis of the ellipse, and you get this, and alpha is the angle of the ellipse. And how do you translate that into FreeCAD language, FreeCAD expression? So you have the cam angle because the cam is going to rotate, and this plus 90 is just because it depends on how you position your cam in the first place. And half of 360, 180, you want to use circle radius. That's the distance between the tip of the follower and the center of the cam. And the other half, other 180, you want to use this formula. So this small axis times large axis divided by, anyway, you can follow all this. And okay, so here we have in FreeCAD. I'm not going to show you how to, let's first hide this assembly. I'm not going to show you how to create all the parts and how to create the assembly. I assume you already know how to do this. This is a fairly advanced tutorial, so you should figure it out. You should already know how to do all these things. So, but I'll show you what it looks like. So we have a follower, a basic cylinder with a hemisphere at the end, and the local coordinate system is at the tip of the hemisphere. Then we have the cam, and it's a half, so it's a circle arc and an ellipse arc, half with the center, and the local coordinate system is right in the middle of the little hole there. And of course it is it has a thickness. Okay, let's put it back again the way it was. That. And then you have the assembly, and you have a master sketch, and here we have the rod, the follower, and here is the rotation for the cam, and it has an LCS follower. So if we show this, there's an LCS follower right over there. So imagine, visualize the follower goes like this way. Here's the hemisphere and the tip of the hemisphere, and here is the origin of the whole assembly, and then the cam rotates around the origin. So there's that's where the LCS cam is. So when we try it out, cam angle 0 to 360, and we run it, you can see that the follower goes back and forth and the cam rotates around. Okay, set it to, let's look at the variables. Let's first set this to 45. Okay, so the circle radius, the ellipse, the large axis of the ellipse is twice the circle radius, the small one is the same as the circle radius, and the follower. And this is the meat of the whole thing, the follower distance. It's the distance between the tip of the hemisphere and the origin here. And there's this whole complicated formula that I showed you earlier. Alright, let's go to the assembly. Make sure you're in assembly 4 and insert. Let's insert the follower. And you can see it's, let's first hook it up. So select parent assembly and we set it to the follower. And you can see it's pointing the wrong way, so let's rotate it. There we go, that's how we want to do it. And then go back to the assembly. Insert the cam and we hook it up to the cam, and there we go. And now let's try it out. Cam angle, same thing again. Move this over a little bit, run it. So you can see it follows it very nicely. Okay, that's how you do it. I'll pop up the formula once more. Let's close this down. Formula. So remember, look at this website for how the formula is derived. This is the formula between the tip here and the center there. And this is a translation in FreeCAD expression language. Okay, thanks for watching.